husband proposed a polyamorous relationship because he was already sleeping with a couple, but his parents do not care about the infidelity, only that he slept with a man. This is truly disturbing to me in every aspect, and I am receiving mixed opinions from the few people in real life I have spoken to, so I could really use the advice of complete strangers. I am 26 years old, and my husband is 27. We have been married for a little over a year and together for 4. We spent a lot of time before getting married talking about what we wanted from marriage, so I thought we were on the same page about all the important things. I love him very much. He is sweet, helpful, and generally my dream partner, at least until last week. Out of nowhere, one night he sat down and said he wanted to talk about something. I thought it would be something minor, like frustration about a bad day at work or something similar. Instead, he talked about how he found out that his best friend and his wife are polyamorous. He and his friend have been talking more about it, which is why he thinks he would like to try it, and wanted to know what I thought. I instantly felt my stomach drop. We have always had a great sex life, and he never gave me any reason to think he was interested in anyone else. I told him I am not interested in a polyamorous relationship. I want to be monogamous with him for the rest of my life. If it had ended there, I think it wouldn't have gotten so bad, but then he asked me to sleep on it and do some research before deciding. I said no, that I already know how I feel about it. He asked if I would at least think about it, and for some reason, that struck a nerve. It was like an instant flash of repulsive anger. I stood up and told him I was too upset to keep talking and needed space, so I would sleep in the guest room that night and we could talk later. Since that night, I feel a huge sense of disgust every time I see him. He keeps trying to backtrack, but I know he was serious about wanting to be polyamorous. It is not so much that he brought it up, but the other 2 times he asked after I had already said I would never be comfortable with it. It is as if my feelings didn't matter to him. He thought he could convince me, and it makes me feel horrible. What else is he going to pressure me about if I say no? And if he already wants to sleep with someone else, how can I trust he won't do it behind my back? I am still sleeping in the guest room and thinking about simply filing for divorce now, while it would be simpler to divide everything and go our separate ways, instead of waiting years until my heart is broken. He could go do whatever he wants, and I could find someone who just wants a good, solid, monogamous relationship with me. The idea is killing me, but I feel like it is going to hurt now regardless of what I do. Even though I still love him, I don't think I can unheard or unsee my husband asking me for an open relationship, and the thought of him touching me turns my stomach. He is annoyed and frustrated because I am punishing him, quote-unquote, for asking a question, but honestly, I don't know what he expected to happen. There is a part of me that thinks maybe divorcing is being dramatic, but also, the disgust is so strong that I don't have much hope of going back to where we were. Am I the asshole? Here are some comments from the post. One person said, "You are absolutely the asshole for how you are handling this, not necessarily for leaving. Did you post this to make people angry? Your partner brings something up in what he thinks is a safe space, and you shut him down before even knowing what he is talking about. Your post makes it clear you don't know what polyamory is. You refuse to learn anything more about it when he asks, and you refuse to even humor him and think about it for more than the 30 seconds it took you to get through the conversation. Then you proceed to punish him passive-aggressively and look for the exit immediately, while he frantically tries to resolve this. What happened to forgiveness, giving grace, or for better or for worse? How you should have handled this is to tell him gently but firmly that you were against anything other than monogamy, but because you love him, you would read a little more about the lifestyle and genuinely consider it. Then read an article or 2, and as soon as the next day, once you both had slept, tell him, look, I read X and Z about this as a favor to you, but I still feel tremendously uncomfortable. After thinking about it, I assure you I am never going to want anything other than monogamy. Give him the chance to say, okay honey, thanks for considering it. I appreciate you taking it seriously. If he didn't or doesn't do that, then he is showing you a lot. You can't extrapolate from a silly conversation. Anyway, you are the asshole for not making a safe space for your husband and giving less than 0 grace. Full story on channel, link below.